In a celebration of ingenuity and sustainable innovation, ASME Foundation India, the philanthropic arm of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, in collaboration with REVA University, has brought together the country's brightest engineering minds for EFx India 2025. The three-day festival, running from March 27th to 29th, has drawn over 700 students from top-tier engineering institutions across India, providing a platform to showcase technical acumen, compete in high-stakes challenges, and engage with industry leaders shaping the future of engineering.
I'm the President and Director of ASME India and Director for ASME Foundation India. With me, we have the privilege of and honor of having Dr. P. Shyam Raju, who is the Chancellor of REVA University, the founder and the visionary who founded this great institution. And then we two organizations, ASME and REVA, have come together to create an environment of experiential learning for the students who are going to be the engineers of future. And the team which has taken and then executed this event is led by my colleague Avni Malhotra. She is the Deputy Director of the ASME Foundation India, which carries out the mission objectives of ASME in India in empowering the next generation of engineers and workforce development, including other pillars which ASME really strives and then commits to is sustainability and sustainable development and innovation. So briefly I'll share about ASME before I share about what it does. ASME was set up in 1880. We are in 145th year of this organization. So it is 145 years old not-for-profit technical society. It was founded in 1880 with a group of engineers as a result of ordinance issued by the US government because of a few safety incidents that happened during the Industrial Revolution that was going on in the US. A lot of boiler explosions happened because of material failures, and then unsafe condition of usage of these boilers in the ships and textile factories, shoe tanneries, wherever steam was being used as the prime mover. So engineers came together to write the detailed specifications and rules for safety of construction of the boilers, which were the prime producers of the steam, and the rules for operation of these boilers. So that's how ASME originated. So it wrote its first standard in 1911, which got published as the Boiler and Pressure Vessel Code. That code became iconic and then a driver of all the pressure technologies that have come up in the world in the last more than 100 years. It is still live. It is used in 110 countries across the world by all the organizations that construct these boilers and then operate these boilers. So in our country, organizations like L&T, BHEL, you find Thermax, Godrej and Boys, all these companies are using ASME codes, and likewise in the other countries. So that's been one of the most visible faces of ASME. But then ASME as a mission-oriented society, not only as a codes and standards developing organization, led to adding to its agenda the promotion of engineering profession. And when it comes to promoting the profession of engineering, it adds to it safety, ethics, and responsibility amongst the role of being an engineer and role of engineer in terms of giving to the world safe products, sustainable products, which are for the betterment, and then they are meeting the unmet needs of the human society, and at the same time are protecting our ecology and environment also.
At organizing the philanthropic work that ASME does. So ASME has a foundation also in the US, but in India we are curating it and building it little differently. We are carrying on some of the programs that are related, as I said, related to education, related to creating inspiration for creating new innovations. We are carrying on some of the work which is already happening, but in addition to that, we are doing some philanthropic work also in India. We are looking at underserved or underprivileged communities. So we are working with children in a Super 30 model where they are looking at engineering as an option, but they come from very economically challenging backgrounds. So we are helping them to understand what life is going to be like as an engineer, and also to explore what are the various avenues of engineering available to them. We are also looking at hardware innovations which have been made, which are relevant and important for people who come from the underserved communities, especially empowering women. So we are working with 20 self-help groups in Bihar, where we are giving them this innovation which elongates the shelf life of vegetables and fruits, so that the women can earn more money from that innovation. We are continuing with the education programs like the EFx you are seeing here. Sir has told you a lot about it, but I can tell you that more than 10,000 students over a number of EFXs, about 30 regional and the national level EFXs have been organized, and more than 400 institutions have participated in these EFXs. So they've given exposure to more than 10,000 students as to what to expect once they are really on the shop floor where they are looking for jobs, and what is to be done with them. In addition to that, our community is organized into sections. So we have student sections, which we've got 140 student sections, which are in various colleges all over the country. And they're also organized into professional sections, which are state-wise. At the end of this year, which is June 2025, we will have 10 such state sections. So the state sections largely consist of academia and professionals working in that state, who come together to discuss and network with one another. They manage to solve problems, they support the students, and all students are also members of these state sections. We are also looking at how else we can engage these sections in the future, so that they can support the programs that we are doing. At the moment, they are also engaged in our philanthropic activities, like they are the resource persons for the CSRL project that we have, in which they talk to students who are from the underprivileged communities.
I always say I don't want to leave even a single stone unturned for the benefit of my children who are studying here. And since I am from the business background, whenever I get the chance, when I have the exit meetings, I used to tell, when I can create so many thousands of jobs, I want all my children who are passing out should become the job providers instead of job seekers. Even though every year we are placing almost 4,000 students in different companies, and if such programs happens in the university, with where the research, academia and the industry is collaborating and giving so much of practical experience and the exposure for the students, I hope what I am dreaming that I have to produce the job providers. At least some percentage of students will look into that, think about that. And here in REVA, I always say, students comes with any demand, we are ready to provide. And I have to thank ASME and both of them for giving us the opportunity here. And this is not easy to do such programs like this. And I hope my team has taken care of all the students who are staying in the hostel or attending from various places. This is what I want always. We have to give the exposure to students. And I insist that since we are also having projects from even from scratch to plug and play, I can say we have very good clients. I can say 500 Fortune companies also we have as our tenants, and I'm asked them to ask our directors to go expose the students to the practical experience. That is hands-on experience is important, and that is happening in REVA if I am not wrong. And this type of exposure is even add into their not only education in the classroom, lab, even at the projects. I really thank both of them here for giving the opportunity.